Picture this: lush rainforests, sparkling coastlines, and giant flightless birds. New Zealand is a land of breathtaking beauty, where nature's wonders are on full display. From the dense, verdant rainforests that seem to stretch endlessly, to the pristine, sparkling coastlines that hug the island, it's a paradise for nature lovers. But amidst this natural splendor, there's something quite unusual: the kiwi bird. Welcome to New Zealand, home of the kiwi, a bird that throws all logic about bird evolution out the window. Unlike most birds, the kiwi has tiny, almost vestigial wings and no ability to fly. Instead, it has adapted to life on the ground in ways that are both fascinating and unique. These guys are the ultimate example of adapt or die, and boy have they adapted. With their keen sense of smell, which is rare among birds, and their long, slender beaks, kiwis have become expert foragers, able to find food in the dense underbrush of their forest homes. Their nocturnal habits help them avoid many predators, and their strong legs make them surprisingly fast runners. Imagine living on an island where everything wants to eat you. For the kiwi, this is a daily reality. From stoats and ferrets to domestic cats and dogs, the threats are numerous and ever-present. That's the kiwi life story in a nutshell. Constantly on the lookout, always foraging for food, and perpetually trying to stay one step ahead of danger. It's a tough existence, but the kiwi has managed to survive through sheer resilience and adaptability. But it wasn't always this tough. There was a time when New Zealand was a predator-free paradise for the kiwi and other flightless birds. Millions of years ago, without the usual predator drama on the mainland, some birds decided, hey, flying is overrated. They found that the ground offered plenty of food and fewer threats, so they gradually lost the ability to fly, and thus, the kiwi was born. Over time, these birds evolved to become the unique, flightless creatures we see today. Their eggs are incredibly large in proportion to their body size, a trait that has fascinated scientists for years. Fast forward to today, and those mainland predators have found their way to New Zealand. Talk about bad timing. The introduction of these predators has drastically changed the landscape for the kiwi, making survival much more challenging. Now, the kiwi is left to navigate a world where danger lurks around every corner. Conservation efforts are in place to protect these remarkable birds, but the battle is ongoing. The kiwi story is a testament to the resilience of nature and the constant struggle for survival in an ever-changing world. The kiwi has a solution to the whole being hunted by everything problem: become a master of disguise. This small, flightless bird has evolved to blend seamlessly into its surroundings, making it incredibly difficult for predators to spot. Its brown, mottled feathers mimic the forest floor, providing the perfect camouflage, and by disguise we mean become practically invisible. During the day, the kiwi remains hidden, nestled in the undergrowth or inside burrows, avoiding the prying eyes of daytime predators. But when night falls, the kiwi's true prowess is revealed. Kiwis are nocturnal, meaning they sleep all day, relatable, and come alive when the sun goes down. This nocturnal lifestyle is a key survival strategy. By being active at night, kiwis can avoid many of the predators that hunt during the day. Their keen sense of smell and excellent hearing help them navigate the dark forest, finding food and avoiding danger. This strategy helps them avoid the beady eyes of predators who haven't quite figured out the whole night shift thing. While many animals are resting, the kiwi is on the move, using its stealth and camouflage to stay safe. Its small size and quiet movements make it a difficult target for nocturnal hunters. Under the cover of darkness, these feathered ninjas scurry through the undergrowth, their camouflage plumage blending seamlessly with the forest floor. They move with a quiet grace, their small, nimble bodies slipping through the dense foliage with ease. This ability to move silently and unseen is crucial for their survival. They're like little feathered ninjas, except, less into martial arts and more into finding tasty grubs. Their long, slender beaks are perfect for probing the soil and leaf litter, searching for insects, worms, and other small invertebrates. This diet provides the kiwi with the nutrients it needs to thrive in its nocturnal world. So, next time you think of a ninja, remember the kiwi, the ultimate master of disguise on the forest floor. Now let's talk about that beak. It's long, it's pointy, and it's not just for show. The kiwi boasts one of the most developed senses of smell in the bird world. Forget binoculars, these birds use their noses to see the world. They literally sniff out their dinner. By shoving their beaks into the soil, they can detect earthworms, insects, and other tasty treats hiding beneath the surface. It's like their own personal metal detector, but for delicious invertebrates. This adaptation is crucial for their survival as it allows them to find food in the dark without relying on sight. Here's where things get really interesting. The kiwi, a small flightless bird native to New Zealand, has some of the most fascinating and unique characteristics in the avian world. Despite their small size, these birds are full of surprises. Remember when we said kiwis throw logic out the window? Well, they truly do. These nocturnal creatures have poor eyesight but an excellent sense of smell, which is quite rare among birds. They use their long beaks to forage for food in the soil, relying heavily on their sense of smell to locate insects and worms. Well, their breeding habits are a prime example. Kiwis form monogamous pairs and can stay together for up to 20 years. They communicate with each other through a series of grunts and snorts, and their courtship rituals are quite elaborate, involving mutual preening and calling. For their size, kiwi lay the largest eggs of any bird in the world. This is not an exaggeration. The egg can be up to 20% of the female's body weight, which is an incredible feat, considering the bird itself is about the size of a chicken. We're talking up to 20% of their body weight. To put that in perspective, imagine a human giving birth to a toddler. Yeah, intense. The egg is so large that it takes up most of the space inside the female's body, pushing her organs to the side. To put that in perspective, imagine a human giving birth to a toddler. Yeah, intense. This enormous egg is packed with nutrients, providing the developing chick with a rich supply of food that will sustain it during the long incubation period. These massive eggs require a long incubation period, often lasting up to 80 days. During this time, the male kiwi takes on the majority of the parenting duties, sitting on the egg to keep it warm and safe. With the male kiwi taking on the majority of the parenting duties. Talk about dedicated dads. The male kiwi is incredibly diligent, rarely leaving the nest and only doing so to feed. This dedication ensures the egg remains at a constant temperature, crucial for the development of the chick inside. This long incubation makes the chicks vulnerable to predators, but it also gives them a head start in life. When they finally hatch, kiwi chicks are fully feathered and almost ready to fend for themselves. They stay in the nest for a few days, gaining strength before venturing out into the world, but it also gives them a head start in life. These chicks are born with a full set of feathers and are quite independent from a young age. They quickly learn to forage for food and avoid predators, ensuring the survival of their species in the wild. Speaking of predators, let's meet the not-so-friendly neighbors making life difficult for our feathered friend. We've got stoats, ferrets, rats, cats, and even dogs. It's like a who's who of introduced predators, all lining up for a kiwi buffet. Not cool, guys, not cool. These predators, introduced to New Zealand by humans, have had a devastating impact on kiwi populations. Their presence has made it even more challenging for kiwi to survive and raise their young. It's a classic case of we were here first, but unfortunately, the kiwi doesn't have a good lawyer. Section 6. Habitat loss, not helping. As if facing down a horde of hungry predators wasn't enough, kiwi also have to contend with another human-induced problem, habitat loss. Deforestation and land development have squeezed kiwi populations into smaller and smaller areas, making it harder for them to find food, mates, and a place to call home. Imagine having your house constantly shrink while your family keeps growing. That's the reality for many kiwi populations. It's a tough situation, but thankfully some humans are trying to make amends for their species' past mistakes. Section 7. Lending a wing conservation efforts. The plight of the kiwi hasn't gone unnoticed. In a heartwarming turn of events, many dedicated individuals and organizations are working tirelessly to protect these quirky birds. From predator control programs to habitat restoration projects, these conservation heroes are giving kiwi a fighting chance. It's a team effort involving scientists, volunteers, and even specially trained dogs who sniff out kiwi nests to protect them from predators. It's like a real-life superhero squad, but instead of capes, they wear hiking boots. Section 8. The Kiwi Spirit. Tenacious and tiny. Despite the odds stacked against them, kiwi are survivors. They're a testament to the tenacity of nature, proving that even the smallest and most unusual creatures can overcome adversity. They embody the spirit of we may be small, but we're mighty. Their unique adaptations, combined with the unwavering dedication of conservationists, offer a glimmer of hope for their future. They're an inspiration to us all. reminding us that even in the face of challenges, it's important to keep on kiwing. Section 9. Hope for the future. Keep on kiwing. The story of the kiwi is a powerful reminder that we share this planet with some truly extraordinary creatures. It's our responsibility to ensure their survival, not just for their sake, but for our own. After all, a world without kiwi would be a much less interesting place. So let's all do our part to protect these feathered wonders. Whether it's supporting conservation efforts, spreading awareness, or simply appreciating their unique charm, every little bit helps. Keep on kiwing, little birds, keep on kiwing.